Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here and welcome back to another Need for Speed 2015 video once again, and today we're going to be talking about the districts of Need for Speed 2015. So the districts of Ventura Bay, the districts of the fictional LA that Need for Speed is set in. So for those that didn't know, Need for Speed is based on LA, the area map-wise. And because of that, they're able to make up a lot of the map, which means they can create the best driving roads they can think of, and honestly, some of them are pretty damn awesome, as we've already seen in gameplay. So there are actually 6 districts of Ventura Bay, all very, very different and giving you different experiences from area to area. And again, I like this in games. Having very mixed areas is just something really awesome. The problem with, say, Forza Horizon 2 is there were varied areas, but the roads themselves were quite similar. There was kind of like off-roading, then there was the airport, and the rest was, really similar. Whereas as you get with, previous Need for Speed games, for example, or The Crew, massively, you got much more varied things out of the map. So the first place is Burnwood. Now, this is actually the home for the garage, so you're going to spend quite a bit of time here, or leaving here to get to other places, but I can just, it's going to be such an awesome place to just meet people just rolling out of the garage with their brand new cars. You can't just sit there for an hour and watch people drive out. Be awesome. Downtown roads connect to the office and commercial buildings, while on the outskirts of the industrial areas and rail yards offer an alternative for those looking to take their build out away from the tight inner city streets. So from that explanation, you get an idea that one area is varied in itself. If you want to do a lot of city street racing, this is probably going to be the area you spend a lot of your time. And honestly, I think it's going to be so awesome just hearing like sound. It sounds like it reflects from some of the buildings, for example. I'm not sure if it does, but it does sound like it does. And it's just really awesome just going through like city areas, built up areas, because obviously there's going to be that more. You've got to be very quick with the handbrake to, whip your car around the corner as quick as you can and get that speed back up. I just love street racing, so I'm going to spend a lot of time here. You like it, you're probably going to as well. To the north sits Los Sol, I believe that's how it's said, home to the iconic Los Sol Bridge. If you like bridges, there you go. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a nice straight bridge, so if you want to get some speed runs down there, we're pretty cool to do so. And then you've got Brecon Hall, which offers a gateway to the beautiful Crescent Mountains, which, well, mountains. Pretty sure a few people like that. So as you can imagine, it's basically going to be long sweeping corners, as you could imagine, like long sweeping hills through mountains, literally just drift heaven. If you want to see people drifting, this area will probably be the place to go. Then again, people like drifting probably everywhere, but to me it's like just drifting down a mountain. Getting the right corner is just absolutely perfect. And obviously because it's up in the mountains, literally you can just see as if you're on top of mountains and seeing over to the city, just seeing everything in the distance working. It just looks fantastic. Looking at the city, the skyline, in the skyline. Get it? No? Okay. Then you have Royal Park, which is actually primarily a residential zone of the city. It's actually best known for the commercial district and towering buildings, which can be seen for miles across Ventura Bay. So it seems Ghosts already know what they want people to do in this area, but we're gonna see, like, that's what I like about this, because there's gonna be so much customization based in this game. A lot of people are just gonna want to show off their cars to their friends, that sort of thing. So there's gonna be lots of people finding like areas for themselves, and obviously if people like drifting, they'll go to the mountains and start drifting on the mountains with their new cars. And if they want to show off just their build, for example, like I probably would, you just go to a car park and just show off. Maybe outside the stadium is a good car park. It's just, there's going to be a whole bunch of varied areas, which is awesome for everybody. Then we have Southport. So as you can imagine, it's a port in the south. But because of that, there's not going to be many people driving around that area, I assume, so traffic will probably be less. And well, as you can imagine, it's not really roads at all, really. It's kind of just an industrial park where there's big pumps and stuff. What's in an industrial area? You know what I mean? That stuff. There's basically going to be a lot of that stuff, so you can imagine just drifting around lots of random things that might explode in your face. They won't, though, because it's not real, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. Another awesome thing is that the Ventura Bay PD headquarters is in this part of the town. So if you want to get into a big chase and very easily get into a chase, just pop by here and they'll try and come after you, and you could just take them anywhere, take them out for a date, don't know, take them to the mountains if you want. But still, like, just this area is going to be so much fun, just messing about and all of a sudden getting the cops after you. And just, I can imagine myself spending so many hours trying to get the longest pursuit in Need for Speed 2015. It's gonna be awesome. There's then El Rey or Ray, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but this area is mostly a mountainous area again, and I noticed that a lot of these roads in this area seem a lot smaller, so it's going to be more tight closed drifting if you really want to try and be a daredevil in that area. But there's also a freeway which runs along the coastline, which is perfect for hitting top speeds. And again, think of this, like all of these areas, you're just going to try and make, if you're into build, you're going to try all these things. If you're just into one thing, you can do one of these things. And that's the perfect thing about Need for Speed. It just has literally something for everyone, or the person that likes everything, it has everything for you. Don't worry about that, fella. Then we have Franklin Terrace. Now, Franklin Terrace is actually a home of multiple tech companies, they say, such as the BBA Industries, whatever that is. Sweeping roads connect Apollo Heights and Harbor View, while good freeway connections to the north, south, and west provide easy access to other areas of Ventura Bay. So this seems like the central hub, if that makes sense, to get to anyway. You're probably going to pass there to get to another area. And I imagine if I'm looking at it and the sound of the sweeping roads kind of thing, it's again something a little bit different compared to the tight city streets and the big open mountain roads. It's just somewhere in the middle. But anyway, from that information, be sure to let me know what you think of the areas of Ventura Bay. If I missed out anything, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'll link the article in the description if you want to check it out. But personally, I believe all of these areas is awesome. Like, that's just me, because seriously, I'm a type of person that likes to try everything. Like, I will build a car and hope it manages to master everything. I imagine I'm gonna make like the perfect handling model for each car to be able to drift, but at the same time stay stable. So again, the game allows you to do that if you want to do that. And Need for Speed is just something for everyone. It really is. Like, anyway, I'm going to stop rambling before I go on for about half an hour. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys probably when Need for Speed 2015 is on EA Access. Peace. Gadget.